Dog meat has been eaten in some parts of China since 500 BC, and possibly even earlier. It is believed to have medicinal properties and is especially popular in northern China in winter as it supposedly promotes heat production in the body. However, dog eating is either virtually non-existent or the habit of a very small minority elsewhere. The Chinese government has signaled an end to the human consumption of dogs, with the Agriculture Ministry releasing a draft policy that would forbid canine meat. What is the Yulin Festival? Every summer, the attention of dog lovers around the world is drawn to China, where a 10-day festival is held on June 21st in the city of Yulin to celebrate the consumption of dog meat. What takes place is not a formal event at all. The festival has no long history or cultural pedigree, but was started only a decade ago by traders to promote local food business. This year, as the event approached, an unexpected development shone the spotlight even more intensely on Yulin. On May 29, China's Agriculture Ministry formally announced that dogs would not be included on a new list of permitted livestock species, declaring that they should no longer be considered as food animals. What does this surprising news mean? Would the Yulin Festival be banned? Is the dog meat trade really finished? Many people are curious about just how big the dog meat trade is. It's estimated that at least 10 million dogs are eaten in China every year, but it's far from universally popular. Dog meat is relatively common in certain parts of the country, particularly the southernmost provinces of Guangdong and the Guangxi Zhuang Autonomous Region, where Yulin is located. Dog meat is also present in the northeast of China. Elsewhere, however, dog eating is either virtually non-existent or the habit of a very small minority. Although there were attempts in the 80s to set up commercial dog farms, similar to those found in Korea, they were generally unsuccessful. Some small-scale farming goes on, but the trade in China is based largely on the theft of pets or the catching of lost or abandoned street animals. The dogs are then transported, often long distances, by truck, in extremely cramped conditions where they're openly exposed to the elements. At the end of their journey, they're faced with the most unimaginably cruel slaughter, where they're clubbed or stabbed and sometimes skinned alive. In China, dogs are often seen as a threat to the public. Historically, there's been a tension between dog owners and other residents in parts of China. Some of this conflict comes from an ingrained view that dogs are mainly a nuisance and even a threat to the public. This negative view of dogs goes back many decades. Most Chinese over the age of 30 have at some time witnessed dog culling, when local authorities would dispatch gangs to kill dogs. They would do this sometimes after a single dog bite incident, but also in response to genuine or suspected rabies cases. At other times, they did so simply when they felt that the stray population had reached intolerable levels. These gangs would certainly target any loose dog on the street, but in many instances, they killed owned animals, sometimes even when they were leashed, vaccinated, and with their owners. We still see tensions between the dog-owning community and those who continue to see dogs as a threat. Some of this ill feeling has been fueled by careless dog owners themselves, who may not always show the neighborly consideration they should. There's certainly a need for education in dog behavior and promotion of responsible ownership. The more enlightened city governments are anxious to reduce this conflict, and so the needs and expectations of rising numbers of urban dog owners are being increasingly taken into account. City parks now often feature areas set aside for dog exercise, with owners urged to register, identify, and of course to pick up after their dogs, as in many other countries. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more.